Night has fallen. The dim light flickers, candles burn, and an eerie atmosphere sets in. Before you lies a Ouija board, its planchette poised to move. Is this just a game, or a portal to another realm? For over a century, the Ouija board has captivated, frightened, and left many questioning. Can we truly communicate with spirits? Or is this merely a psychological phenomenon yet to be fully understood? Tonight, for the next 6 hours, we will delve into the mysteries of the Ouija board. We will explore its history, terrifying real-life experiences, and scientific explanations behind this phenomenon. Prepare yourself, for this journey will not be easy. The Ouija board first appeared in the late 19th century, specifically in 1890. Initially, it was regarded as a spiritual communication tool by groups who believed in the afterlife. However, over time, it became one of the most famous paranormal objects in the world. The name Ouija is said to come from two words, oui in French, meaning yes, and ja in German, also meaning yes. One of its inventors allegedly claimed that the board itself provided its name. But does this board truly connect us to another world? Or is there another explanation behind this phenomenon? The evolution of the Ouija board throughout the years. The Ouija board has changed from being a spiritualist's tool to a commercial board game sold in toy stores. The transition was largely influenced by the growing fascination with the supernatural during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. During the 1920s and 1930s, interest in spirit communication peaked, and many seances featured the Ouija board as their centerpiece. The board was even used during times of war when families desperately sought to communicate with lost loved ones. By the 1970s, the perception of the board shifted dramatically, thanks in part to Hollywood horror films, particularly The Exorcist, which solidified the Ouija board's reputation as a conduit for demonic possession. Countless stories about Ouija boards circulate worldwide. Some are terrifying experiences, while others end in disaster. Tonight, we will hear these stories. A message from beyond. A girl named Emily and her friends tried a Ouija board in the basement of her home. At first, the planchette moved slowly, forming unclear words. But as time passed, its movement became faster, and suddenly, a chilling message appeared: "I am behind you." Terrified, they turned on the lights and saw a faint shadow move in the corner of the room. After that night, Emily claimed to frequently see a dark figure in mirrors and hear whispers at night. The Ouija board curse. At a university dorm, a group of students played with a Ouija board for fun. They asked, "Is there a spirit here?" The planchette moved to yes. They laughed and asked again, "What is your name?" Letter by letter, it spelled demon. Nervous laughter followed, but in the days that followed, one of them had an accident, another fell ill, and another started hearing strange voices at night. The forgotten warning: a man named Daniel received a Ouija board as a gift from his cousin. Curious, he used it alone one night and asked a simple question: "Is there anyone here?" The planchette moved to yes. He continued asking questions, and a name was spelled out: Azazel. Disturbed, he researched the name and discovered it was associated with a fallen angel. He tried to dispose of the board, but he kept hearing knocks on his bedroom walls for weeks afterward. But is the Ouija board truly mystical? Scientists have tried to answer this question for years. One main theory is the ideomotor effect, which explains how unconscious hand movements can move the planchette without our awareness. Experiments have shown that when Ouija players are blindfolded, the results become random and nonsensical. This suggests that it is not spirits moving the board, but rather the subconscious mind of the participants. In 2012, researchers conducted a study where participants used a Ouija board while being observed under controlled conditions. The study revealed that many participants believed the board was moving on its own, despite their own unconscious involvement. Famous cases: The Death of Roland Doe and The Exorcist. Inspiration. In 1949, a boy named Rolando started showing signs of possession after playing with a Ouija board. His family heard objects moving on their own, and Roland's body began displaying unexplained scratches. This case became the main inspiration for the film The Exorcist. Murder allegedly caused by Ouija. In 1995, a woman in America claimed that a Ouija board told her to kill her husband. This controversial case raised questions: is Ouija just a tool, or can it truly influence human psychology? The Enfield poltergeist. One of the most well-documented poltergeist cases in history, the Enfield poltergeist, involved two young sisters who had used a Ouija board before experiencing terrifying supernatural disturbances. Investigators recorded moving furniture, disembodied voices, and unexplained sounds. So, after exploring the world of Ouija, what can we conclude? Is this board truly a bridge to another realm, or merely a psychological trick that terrifies us? Whatever your belief, one thing is certain: the Ouija board remains a mystery yet to be fully unraveled. And now, let this question linger in your mind. Would you dare to try the Ouija board yourself?